Most people have never sat down and calculated what their car actually cost them in a year. Not the payment, not the insurance, the whole thing, every dollar. Because if they had, they would make very different decisions about how they approach car ownership. I am going to give you that number today. I am going to show you what it would be worth if invested instead. And then I am going to give you a framework for making smarter car decisions, whether you're in a car already or considering buying one. My name is Rich Future You, and by the end of this video, you will never look at a car the same way again. Let me walk through every single cost category most people either forget or underestimate. We are going to build the real number from scratch. The car payment. The average new car payment in the US as of recent years is approximately $700 to $750 per month. Over 12 months, $8,400 to $9,000 per year. Most people know this one. It is the most visible cost, but it is not the biggest one. Insurance. The national average for full coverage car insurance is approximately $1,500 to $2,500 per year, depending on your state, driving record, age, and vehicle. Let us use $1,800 as a reasonable middle. Fuel. The average American drives approximately 13,500 miles per year. At average fuel economy and average gas prices, this runs approximately $1,800 to $2,200 per year. Let us use $2,000. Maintenance and repairs. Oil changes, tires, brakes, filters, unexpected repairs. Industry estimates suggest budgeting $800 to $1,200 per year for a newer car, significantly more for older vehicles. Let us use $1,000. Depreciation. This is the one almost everyone ignores. A new car loses approximately 20% of its value the moment you drive it off the lot. Over the first 5 years, the average new car loses 40 to 60% of its purchase value. On a $35,000 car, that is $14,000 to $21,000 in lost value over 5 years, or $2,800 to $4,200 per year. This is real money, even though it does not come out of your bank account directly. Registration and fees, approximately $200 to $500 per year. Parking and tolls, variable, but often $500 to $1,500 in urban areas. The total for an average new car with a loan? Somewhere between $10,000 and $17,000 per year, depending on vehicle, location, and loan terms. Let us use a conservative $12,000, which is $1,000 per month. $1,000 a month for something that goes down in value every single day. Depreciation deserves its own section because it is the most expensive part of car ownership that almost nobody factors into their thinking. Most people think about the payment and the insurance. Very few people think about what their car is worth today versus what it will be worth in 3 years. Here is the depreciation curve. Year 1. A new car loses approximately 20% of its value just in the first year. On a $35,000 car, that is $7,000 in the first 12 months. Year 2, another 15% lost. Year 3, another 10%. By year 5, the average car is worth 40 to 60% of what it was purchased for.
Original owners pay for the steep part. The car loses value rapidly. You enter at year 3, and you get the reliable part.
The most expensive moment to own a car is the first 3 years of a new car's life. The depreciation is steepest. The loan interest is highest because the balance is at its peak, and you are paying insurance on a higher value vehicle. Everything is at maximum cost simultaneously. This is why buying a car that is 3 to 5 years old dramatically changes the economics. Someone else absorbed the steepest depreciation. You buy the car at a significantly lower price, get lower insurance costs, lower loan balance, and still have years of reliable life left in the vehicle. Now here is the number that will genuinely shock you. The opportunity cost. Take that $1,000 per month in true car costs. Now imagine instead of the new car, you drove a reliable used car that cost you $400 per month all in. The difference is $600 per month. What if that $600 went into a low-cost index fund every month instead? At a 7% average annual return, in 10 years, that $600 per month becomes approximately $104,000. In 20 years, approximately $314,000. In 30 years, approximately $755,000.
In 10 years, that's over 100,000. In 20, it's over 300,000. In 30, it's a massive 755,000. That's the real cost of a car upgrade.
That is the cost of the car upgrade decision. Not $600 per month, not $7,200 per year. $755,000 over a working lifetime. That is the real price of the new car versus the reliable used car. I am not saying do not own a car. I am saying understand what you are actually choosing when you make car decisions, because most people have never seen this number before.
Escape requires breaking the cycle. Path 1, pay off your current car. Path 2, downsize to redirect freed cash. Achieve.
The car payment trap is how most people end up permanently leaking wealth through their transportation costs and never escape it. Here is how the trap works. You buy a new car on a 72-month loan. By month 60, you have paid down some principal, but the car has also depreciated significantly. You have a car that is worth less than you owe, or barely more. Then, a dealer tells you they can roll your remaining balance into a new car loan and get you into a brand new car for the same monthly payment. It feels like a fresh start. It is actually the trap resetting. Your old depreciation loss becomes part of your new loan. You never get ahead. The people who escape the car payment trap do it in one of two ways. They drive their current car until it is fully paid off and then keep driving it for several more years, freeing up that payment for wealth building. Or they downsize deliberately, trade the expensive car for a cheaper, reliable one, take the equity, and redirect the freed up monthly cost. If you are going to buy a car, here is the framework that protects your finances. It is called the 20-4-10 rule. 20% down payment minimum. This immediately reduces your loan balance, reduces your interest cost, and means you are far less likely to be upside down on the loan as the car depreciates. Buying with zero down on a depreciating asset is one of the most expensive financial decisions most people make repeatedly. 4-year loan maximum. A 4-year loan means you pay significantly less total interest than a 6 or 7-year loan. It also means the car is paid off before it becomes unreliable, preventing the trap of still paying for a car that needs expensive repairs. The monthly payment will be higher, which is the point. If you cannot afford the 4-year payment, you cannot afford the car. 10% of take-home pay maximum for total car costs. All-in transportation costs, payment, insurance, fuel, maintenance should not exceed 10% of your monthly take-home pay. If your take-home is $4,000 per month, your total car budget is $400 per month. Most new car loans alone exceed this for average incomes. The single best car decision most people can make financially is the used car sweet spot. Here is what it looks like. A car that is 3 to 5 years old, from a brand known for reliability. Toyota, Honda, Mazda consistently top long-term reliability rankings. 40,000 to 80,000 miles. Still has years of reliable life ahead, but the original owner absorbed the brutal first-year and second-year depreciation. The price difference between a new $35,000 car and a 3-year-old equivalent with 40,000 miles is typically $10,000 to $15,000. Lower purchase price means smaller loan, less interest, lower insurance premium. The reliability is nearly identical for the first few years of your ownership. The financial difference is enormous. Get a pre-purchase inspection from an independent mechanic before buying any used car. $100 to $150 well spent. It reveals any hidden issues and gives you negotiating leverage if problems are found. One more quick win most people leave on the table: the annual insurance audit. Car insurance prices vary enormously between providers for identical coverage. Most people set their insurance once when they buy the car and never check again. Get competing quotes every 12 to 18 months. Use the same coverage levels for each quote so you are comparing apples to apples. Most people who do this find savings of $300 to $600 per year with identical or better coverage. Some find $1,000 or more, particularly if their driving record has improved or they have moved. Also, if your car is more than 8 to 10 years old and its market value is under $5,000, dropping comprehensive and collision coverage can save $600 to $1,200 per year. The insurance pays out market value minus deductible. On an old car, that math rarely works in your favor. If you are already in a car payment you cannot comfortably afford, here is the realistic path forward. Do not panic sell and take a huge loss right now. Instead, calculate your current equity, what the car is worth minus what you owe. If you have positive equity, you have options. You could sell or trade down to a cheaper car and redirect the freed up cash to wealth building. If you're upside down, your best option is usually to keep paying it down aggressively until you have equity, then make the move. In the meantime, do the insurance audit today. Drive it an extra year beyond your original plan and redirect any extra income to the loan principal to escape it faster. The True Car Cost Calculator in the description lets you enter your specific car situation and see your complete annual cost, your opportunity cost over 10 and 30 years, and your personalized decision framework. Link below. Subscribe for a new video every Tuesday and Thursday. Rich Future You. Drive the car, not the dream of the car.